Imagine a world where young people are not just informed citizens, but emotionally intelligent ones, capable of navigating complex global challenges with empathy and critical self-awareness. The events of 2020 highlighted more than ever the need for resilient, empathetic citizens. But how do we cultivate these qualities in young adults? Greetings from South Africa. My name is Wendy Smidt, and I'm an arts-based researcher for the Global Institute for Teacher Education and Society at the Peninsula University of Technology. Today, using happiness as an inquiry point allows us to delve into deeply personal territory, exploring self-awareness, values, and emotions. Crucially, it also provides a natural bridge to understanding and valuing the diverse experiences of others, empathy, and transpersonal growth. This dual process builds socio-emotional capacities essential for active participation in an interconnected world and contributes to the ongoing process of being and becoming citizens. Over the next 15 minutes, we will first allow the fascinating case study of the young South African short film to demonstrate how arts-based inquiry can be a powerful vehicle for fostering these vital qualities. Thereafter, we will unpack the theoretical underpinnings of living citizenship, emotional intelligence, and socio-emotional learning, and critiques on this inquiry. Finally, we will discuss the broader implications for education and civic engagement. The short film, titled Happiness, was part of the encompassing My Turn short filmmaking initiative, which unfolded in a South African semi-rural platteland context. This demonstrates the applicability of arts-based approaches in diverse settings. Due to ethical considerations, the audio track of the short film will be supported by photo stills during this presentation. Despite the significant disruption caused by the COVID-19 pandemic and stringent lockdown regulations, the filmmaker demonstrated remarkable resilience. She adapted her process, creatively integrating pre-lockdown footage with new audio elements, a true testament to the problem-solving and adaptability that arts-based projects can cultivate.
Happiness. True happiness is something we often forget to acknowledge. For me, true happiness is seeing people fight daily for successful and beautiful endings. True happiness is placing your worth and self-love above anything and anyone else. It is a state of mind constantly being in love with myself. True happiness is having my family, my precious jewels, receiving unconditional love daily. True happiness is my friendships, the ones who entered my life and never left. True happiness is appreciating pain, because out of all the pain and regrets, we receive lessons learned. True happiness is not always about getting what we want all the time. It is about loving what we have and being grateful for it. So never forget to be truly happy.
I think happiness varies from person to person. Some people find happiness within materialistic things, cars, money, and it could be temporary or permanent, you never know. Some people find happiness within their beliefs, whether it be religious or whatever, and some other people find their happiness within other people, such as, your family, your friends, your significant other. I personally found happiness within God and my friends. Why I say this is because I can speak my mind, I can act however I want to, I can be myself free of judgment. I know if I do something stupid, they might laugh at me, but they'll pick me up when I fall, and they'll always be there when I need them. And just knowing that someone has your back is the best feeling ever. So that's where my happiness is. I know I can count on God, my friends, and
The best thing that has probably happened to me this year is actually being in a happy, healthy relationship. To feel so loved by someone who doesn't want anything from you, or doesn't judge you when you break out dancing and singing at the weirdest times. I think one of the happiest yet heartbreaking and saddest moments in my life was last week when one of my best friends died. I never knew how it felt to lose someone so close to you and feel so guilty for not telling them how much you appreciated and loved them. This year has truly been a struggle, but I've never felt happier and I've never felt closer to my best friends. I've never been surrounded by better friends who only uplift each other and accept each other for being totally crazy. I've had better years, but I've never had better lessons to learn than this year.
Earlier, I mentioned the interconnectedness inherent in our project. However, we didn't just note that things are connected. We used the Deleuze and Guattarian assemblage concept as a powerful analytical tool to understand how these connections produce something entirely new, a multidimensional narrative that is far more than the sum of its parts. The concept allowed us to move beyond simply describing the project's elements. Instead, it enabled us to explain the dynamic productive processes through which these diverse elements interacted to generate new insights, transform understandings of civic responsibility, and profoundly shape the participants' developing identities within what we might call an unbounded reality. Crucially, the assemblage illuminated how learning happened, not through traditional instruction, but through the active, entangled interplay of technology, individual voices, cultural backgrounds, and creative expression. A question to the audience. How might applying this assemblage lens shift your perspective on learning and identity formation in your own work or research? Why is nonlinear growth important in our context? Because learning within the My Turn short filmmaking project occurred beyond the formal curriculum, driven by both physical and virtual collaborations. It is crucial to note that the participants' short-form productions should not be misunderstood as outcomes of this inquiry. Rather, drawing on multiple developmental theories and concepts, these artistic and cultural expressions should be understood as humble beginnings and a vital part of an ongoing multimodal discourse. They present a fluid, emergent process, not a fixed end product. We find it crucial to connect the project's emergent insights to the core focus of GITES Research Stream 3, relationship between social citizenship, education and inequality in South Africa and within a wider context of the African continent known for issues related to the digital divide. The project directly contributes to empowering those often silenced by inequality. Participants' ability to create a message for a purpose and for an audience, and to educate others, provides a platform for their perspectives to be heard. This is crucial for social citizenship, as it enables previously excluded individuals to contribute to public discourse and potentially advocate for changes that address the very inequalities they experience. The project effectively transforms consumers of media into producers, granting them agency in shaping narratives that reflect their lived realities and challenge dominant power structures. Some critics might argue that EI and SEL are too focused on individual well-being, potentially sidelining larger systemic issues or trivializing serious civic matters. Our response: our research reframes EI and SEL not as a stand-alone solution, but as an integral component within a comprehensive approach to citizenship education. We show its crucial role in ethical decision-making, fostering empathy, and enabling the social action needed to tackle complex societal challenges. Secondly, critics might suggest that an emphasis on EI and SEL distracts from addressing underlying systemic inequalities and complex societal structures. Our response: our approach emphasizes that engaged citizenship requires critical thinking, problem-solving, and a deep understanding of societal complexities alongside EI and SEL. Our project fostered empathy and effective social navigation, facilitating cross-cultural communication and cooperation. This directly supports developing the socially conscious perspectives needed to thrive in and contribute to equitable societies, explicitly engaging with systemic considerations. Thirdly, concerns exist about the consistent effectiveness of EI and SEL development, especially in informal settings like a short-form project compared to traditional curricula. Our response: while acknowledging potential variability, our project demonstrated tangible and powerful outcomes even within an informal arts-based context. We observed clear evidence of fostering resilience and adaptability during challenging circumstances, for example, COVID-19 lockdown. Participants developed critical self-awareness and transpersonal growth, essential capacities for navigating uncertainty and tackling real-world challenges, showcasing the practical impact beyond just emotional reflection. So bringing it all together, what does this post-qualitative perspective truly offer us? It's more than just a different way to look at research. It's a powerful theoretical foundation for how we approach education and communication itself. It cultivates individuals who can actively engage with complexity, question assumptions, and understand different viewpoints. This approach is absolutely crucial for fostering active, responsible, and critically aware citizens. They're not passive recipients of information. They're individuals capable of critical analysis, thoughtful engagement, and ethical decision-making in a world that demands more than simple answers. And importantly, while our inquiry is situated in visual arts and design, this very approach to learning and creative collaboration is incredibly adaptable. It transcends language barriers and could be applied across numerous creative disciplines, from fine arts and dramatic arts to media production and game design. This directly supports how young people can thrive in the unpredictable, project-oriented employment opportunities of the 21st century, making them truly prepared for an interconnected world. Thank you for joining me today. I welcome any questions you may have, and I would also appreciate your feedback.